Welcome to Ruwenzori Retreat, quite possibly the ultimate train lover's paradise.
A completely private train-themed holiday hideaway perched high above a town called Mudgee in New South Wales, Australia. It's part railway museum, part cozy escape, and part I can't believe this is actually where we're sleeping tonight vibes. Over the next few days, we'll be sleeping in very fancy train cabins, drinking way too much coffee in train mugs, and exploring gold rush towns. It is going to be ridiculous in the best way. So, welcome aboard. Let's go and see what it's like to live inside a train without actually going anywhere. Oh yeah. Now listen, no road trip in New Zealand is complete without a wild bean coffee stop. Yes, it's a cafe inside a petrol station, and yes, we are obsessed. So when we found out Australia has wild bean too, oh happy days.
Yum.
As we started climbing toward the Blue Mountains, the landscape completely changed. I noticed road signs letting you know exactly how high you're getting. It just keeps going, higher and higher, the further you drive into the mountains.
We are now in Katoomba and we have hit 1,017 meters. That definitely explains why my ears are popping like mad. Are your ears popping, Ludvig?
No.
My family has come here for an annual winter holiday since I was a little kid, and it still brings back all of those cozy memories.
Oh my gosh! What?
And then, just when we thought the drive couldn't get more magical, we hit peak kangaroo. I'm not even kidding. This is where we saw more kangaroos than anywhere else on our entire Australia trip.
Oh, there's more, there's more!
And yes, we even caught one hopping across the road in front of our car and doing the cutest little boing over a fence. I could cry. Now we're heading deeper into the mountains because tucked away at the end of a gravel road, surrounded by cliffs and gum trees, is one of the most unusual places we've ever stayed. And then we arrived. This place is unreal. This secluded, self-contained hideaway is yours alone, complete with its own private 20-hectare bushland. And the best part, everything's included. There's even underfloor heating, an espresso machine, board games, a DVD library. It's basically a charming mini hotel inside a train. Or multiple trains. Ruwenzori Retreat isn't just a stay. It's a life's passion project by railway enthusiast and TV personality Scott McGregor.
It's interview time! This time with Scott, the owner of this place, and he is quite the character.
Hello, Scott. Thanks for being on the interview.
Hello, Chloe. Great to be here. Great to have you here, staying in my beautiful train on the mountain.
Thank you so much for having us here. We are literally blown away. This place is unlike anything I've ever seen. And I think I might have just read on our letter, our welcome letter, that it took you 40 years to create this place. Is that true?
Yes. It has been a dream and a passion, and still is, because these things evolve. There's always something being put in, some piece of art being created or collected. So it's a labour of love, yes, and that's the inspiration. That's how it started. Little boy loving trains from the earliest age I can remember. Old enough to still be a part of the steam era. So when I was a kid, my country town that I grew up in was just alive with steam trains, coming and going to 5 different lines radiating out of Orange. And then when we moved to Mudgee when I was 12, it was off to boarding school on a train. And that's the key, because that's where I discovered, God, trains have a social life.
Yeah.
Because the girls were all in one carriage, the sleeping car, and us boys were in another carriage, which was a kind of rough, ready, rustic dog box carriage. There's a social life on trains, which is why this property has become a kind of social hub for my friends right from the beginning, 40 years ago, as you say, and my family, and now my children are taking it over. and getting involved.
We're going to dive into everything there is here because there is a lot. So get ready, get settled in your seats. This is going to be one of the coolest places we will ever show you on our channel. See you in the morning.
Let's get started. There's a lot to see. Come on. Come on. Quick. Come on. I'm so excited to show you. Okay, let's start with the dining car. So this dining car was built in 1890. Originally a Sydney passenger cowboy car. This is like the social hub. This is where you come and cook all your meals. To my absolute surprise, there is a full-blown kitchen. You can do anything you want in here. We've got so many different coffee making devices, coffee machine, French press, instant coffee, teas, every single piece of cookware you could possibly want. Oh, look at this. This section is so awesome, my friends. He's got a mug collection, and each mug he's picked up from a different rail journey. Oh my goodness, there's little small ones here. Like, look at this one. South Indian Railway. This is so cool. It's like train magic. Look at this. Is this like an old school stove? We have an old fashioned kettle. Very cool. And then if you just glide up here with me. I love this. Ludvig and I want one of these in our house. A little pan hook device. If you glide through here, we're taking it into the more casual lounge area. We've got a nice cozy couch here. It is extremely cozy, by the way. And what's really cool is you feel really like taken back into the days when DVDs were a thing. And there are plenty of DVDs to keep us going. It's been quite a rainy day today, so we were kind of thinking, maybe it's a bit of a DVD movie afternoon. I think that sounds ultra cozy. And then here is the massive dining table.
There's always life and laughter around this dining table, so it's great you're here to enjoy that atmosphere.
There's party hats up here. There's so many different opportunities to sit down and have a conversation with somebody. You've really made this the perfect place for a group, a gathering, especially people who love trains.
It's just quite hard to fathom how much care and detail and hard work has gone into every inch of this place.
So have you just kind of kept your eye out for cool things that you can pack into your suitcase as you travel?
Yes, I have done that, certainly.
Yeah.
Always inspired. But originally, when the carriages first came up here in the early 1980s, it was a time when the New South Wales railways were closing all the traditional unused factories, workshops, railway stations, sidings, good sheds, and it was an opportunity to collect because it was considered by the railways scrap. And scrap to them was treasure to me.
Yeah.
Not just the railway carriages, but all the signs and the signal posts and the station building things, all that stuff was destined for the scrap heap. And here it is up here with a new home.
Yeah.
And I have always considered myself almost like a temporary custodian of this stuff. It'll be somebody else's one day. Because it'll be valued as time progresses, then I've done my job.
Let's take this path to what's called the caboose. Here is the front porch of the caboose. Come and take a look. It's basically the perfect private single bedroom in its own little classic carriage. This one was built as a coalfields break van back in the 1920s. And what is really, really awesome is they have kept this original sink and toilet. So you can pull this out, bam, a little fold out toilet. How cool is that? Then this one, a little pull out sink, bam. Oh my goodness, are these little tiny cupboards? Oh, look. Oh my gosh, there's Easter eggs in there. What? What? No way. And it has a single bedroom complete with heating, storage racks, rugs, curtains, and desk and lamp. Basically all of the things you need, as well as this cute little veranda.
You've got this amazing retreat, but you're about to head off today for a train journey. Would you like to talk a little bit about your other job?
By all means, glad to talk about this. So I used to work in the media. Way back, I was in TV shows as an actor. It paved the way for me to approach the producers to make a couple of train journey stories. And we went all over the place. New Zealand, Vietnam. This is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, I realised that I think I have one more career left in me. And so I started this travel company called Railway Adventures. My first year, I took away 4 tours, all up 65 people in the whole year. Well, now I've got nearly 80 tours, and we take over 1,000 people away a year. And trains are leaving all the time, coming and going.
Wow.
So we go to some fantastic destinations. I really love that because that's the other passion. That's why we connect.
Yes.
With Ludvig, because train travel's just gorgeous. It's slow travel, it's real travel, it's immersive travel. Yeah, as I call it, it's the authentic travel.
Just across from the dining car, I welcome you to the state car. Let's go inside. Just look at this. Look at this. This is the type of train room I would love to be able to afford on a real train. But here, you can, for just a fraction of the price, and it's just insane. The state car is an original 1920s TAM sleeping car. We've got this beautiful big living room section. There are just so many nice little seats here, and everything looks like it's being hand collected from some incredible antique store from around the world. This is honestly the ultimate desk to work in this train carriage, and you've got a little bit of a train ornament here as well. This train carriage has a lot of beds. You can actually hold quite a lot of guests in this retreat. I think Scott might have said there was space for about 6 couples. Can we just take a little moment to look up here? In each of these little spaces, I'm guessing these are little luggage compartments. There are some little old school, very, very characteristic suitcases stored up there. How awesome. And then obviously this bed. Look at these mirrors, the lamps, and what's really cool is all of these lamps look like they're from the original train and they all work. This is the type of thing you'd walk around and think, oh, that just looks pretty, but it's not actually going to be functional. Wrong. All of the lamps, they work. And it's so cool. The show must go on, I say. Come on through here. I'll welcome you into, I guess, the lobby. The lobby? Got this lovely little mat. And then through here, we have one of many, many bathrooms. The flooring, the tiles, the decorative pieces, just the interior looks like a fancy luxury train that I could never afford. So what's cool as well is here we have a pull-down sink. This one is even fancier looking. From there, we go through this corridor. Oh, get ready for this cuteness. Get prepared. Okay, ready? Look at this. Look at this little single person's room. So yes, this is more in line with the type of train room that Ludvig and I have stayed in on our longer train journeys around the world, and it is extra cozy. There is obviously sort of a Murphy bed situation up here that pulls down for the upper bunk, so you could technically fit 2 adults in here very comfortably. Oh, and there's a lot of storage back here as well. There's a lot of storage, cupboards, drawers, so much going on. Come in here, another glorious bathroom. Would you just take a look at this, guys? You've got a bathtub. When else are you gonna get a bathtub in a train? Not many times, I would say. And then I welcome you into here, which I guess is the main bedroom of the state car. Beautiful big bed. The beds are insanely comfortable here. We've got decorative lamps. So many different photographs. Another little desk nook area. Tons and tons of storage all over the place. And blinds. These blinds all come all the way down, but I don't know if you'd want to take them down because there are multiple kangaroos outside the window. Next, we're gonna go and have a look at the Pullman car. And the Pullman car is very special because that's where we're staying. Come and take a look. Built in 1899 as a premier passenger car for the main intercity routes, the Pullman has been luxuriously remodeled to sleep up to 4 people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First of all, you're greeted with this little hallway. We have a bathroom on either side. One is just a little toilet. The other is a little shower with a little basin. And then this is the main living area. We have a nice big desk, sort of bench section, lots of books and board games. We've got a little desk here as well, which is another cute little place to do some work. And one of my favorite parts of this whole retreat is this little booth here. This is like sitting on an actual train, and I just absolutely love it. If we continue this way, this is the living area. We have this beautiful couch, TV. We've got just again, tons and tons and tons and tons of seating. I love the way they've chosen the different seats and the pillows. Everything looks like it's just meant to live here. Another one of my favorite parts is this little section. And again, we've got all of the original things. We've got the seat number. We've got a little cupboard here for storage. We've got a little shelf. We've got mirror, artwork, photos, luggage rack. I feel like there's no way to make the most of every crevice of this place. There's too much cool stuff. Through here, I welcome you to first class. This is the bathroom that reminds me of one of those fancy bathrooms on the Orient Express. Like the beautiful tiles that are so detailed, all of the woodwork, the lamps, the windows, everything. I just love this, and this feels like the main master bathroom because we have the main master bedroom. Let me show you. By the way, this tour has been going on for quite a while, and you might think, oh, it must be over pretty soon. No, it's far from over. Stay tuned. This is the master bedroom. This is where Ludvig and I are staying. We have a big king bed, and it is so comfortable. It's so plushy, it's so soft. I love it so much. We have another interior to show you. It's called the station, and it is basically a games room paradise. So this station was actually built by Scott and his friends in 1988 from original railway station components. And basically this is the social hub. I can imagine this being a really awesome place to hang out after dinner, have a couple of beers, play a bunch of games, play some music. We've got a pool table, dartboard, table tennis, keyboard, seating area, so many books, and more train memorabilia. And a really, really high ceiling. And after all that, we've seen everything indoors. The fun doesn't even stop there. There is so much going on outside, it's quite hard to comprehend. Everywhere you look, there's a new little spot to sit. Like, just look over here. We've got little park benches just dotted around the place. There's like an overwhelming amount of places to sit. Come on through here. They've just done so many amazing garden spaces. Lots of little ponds and fountains, and it just feels, honestly, like a bit of a fairy tale out here. It's quite hard to take in. I love it. And up here, this is kind of like the front area. You've just parked your car. This is what greets you. And there's a lot going on out here. Everything is train themed. Again, another little seating area made out of, I don't even know what this is. And we've got a swing around the other side. Might just be even cooler than out here. Come on. This side of the carriages is where it really gets fun for groups. So you've got this big porch area that's kind of covered by your big shed roofs. And then out here, again, even more seating. We've got here the little kind of a barbecue type of section. This was all set up and ready for us to go so we can light the fire. We were thinking of doing this tonight if it's not too cold to sit out here. Look at this one. There's like a seating area made out of a bathtub. Look at this. A couch. Tons of little signs all over the place. Honestly, it's so much fun. Like I said, this is like a museum. It's mind-blowing. And over here, we have this seating area. So this looks like kind of the largest outdoor dining area of the space. And then through this little area, we've got a giant chessboard. So if you're a chess lover, there we go. This is where it gets really fun, Scott said. You have a full-on bar. Pretty awesome. I love what he's done with this place. All right, I think that's about all. Oh my gosh, did we get through the tour? I think we might have. I think we did. Wow.
At night, the trains looked so magical. There were fairy lights twinkling, the whole place was glowing. Ludvig cooked up veggie burgers with sweet potato fries.
Oh yeah, my husband knows how to cook me delicious burger sandwiches. It's raining and it's misty and very windy outside.
Cooking is actually one of Ludvig's hobbies, which is very convenient for me. I poured a glass of wine and we just talked. No distractions. Honestly, this is the best job ever. I mean, staying at a train retreat for work. Pinch me right now on the arm. And then a major throwback moment. We raided Scott and Bernie's DVD library. We went with Bridesmaids, one of my all-time favorites, and it was the perfect way to end the night. But the main event of the day was Gulgong. And oh my goodness! It's like stepping into a perfectly preserved time capsule. The town was founded during the gold rush of the 1870s, and it still wears its history proudly. The streets are lined with original 19th century buildings, old pubs with creaky verandas, shop fronts and hand-painted signs, and weathered brickwork that feels like it's seen 1,000 stories. And we just took it all in.
A Wild West part of a theme park, you know? This is insane. I'm so excited to walk around, and it isn't just one street either. There are so many little streets here.
It's one of those places that makes you slow down and peek into the shop windows and imagine what life would have been like here 150 years ago. And that's our time at Ruwenzori Retreat. 4 carriages, approximately 67 cups of coffee, and a kangaroo who I'm now convinced has some sort of squatter's rights on the property. I'm going to leave the link for this retreat stay down below because honestly, I cannot stress highly enough, if you are a train lover, you've got a group of friends and you want to come to the most beautiful, luxurious, crafted train lover's paradise, you will need to stay here. And I'll also leave the Rail Adventures link as well below so you can take a look. I've already had a look through the calendar. There are some insane rail journeys on there. You guys are going to love it. Yeah, can't recommend it highly enough.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Ding, ding, ding.
See, he's extremely passionate. I think you guys will have a fantastic time. If you're not already subscribed, well, you know, you could just do that now. No pressure, but actually pressure. It's free to subscribe, and it makes us weirdly happy. Oh, and next time, oh boy, Ludvig is taking you on his first ever solo video, and I say that with a lot of sarcasm because it's just as dramatic as you'd hope. He's tackling the steepest railway in the world, back in the Blue Mountains. And trust me, this one is worth sticking around for. So subscribe.